Hi, I'm Roxanne Calder, Managing Director for S10. And today I'd really like to talk to you and share my thoughts and give you some advice on a tricky subject on how to resign and how to exit your current employer. It's a topic that probably not many people would like to discuss because it is a little bit confronting, but it's so crucial and imperative, I think, as important as doing a really good interview to secure a great job. So let's start. The first thing I want you to think about is cast your mind back to when you were offered the role. And so whether you were working there for a year, 3 years, 5 years, 7 years, think back to how excited you were about the job opportunity, and then how excited you were to join, and the people that you worked with, the environment you were working with, the managers and the people that you got to work with there. The reason I want you to capture that is because when it comes time to resign, you're at a stage where you're choosing to leave. So there's obviously something in the organisation that isn't working for you anymore, but you don't want to be holding on to that because it's a negative thought. So you want to be harnessing all the positive thoughts that you can. So when it does come time to resign, I want you to think about the fact that you'll be contemplating that thought for quite some time. So the thought will come into your mind, it'll pop out, it'll come in again, usually on a Sunday night before you go to work on Monday, it'll disappear again. And then it causes action. So that's when you go for your job interview. So the period of time, it could be a few months, it could be 6 months, it might even be a year, that you're dancing with this idea of leaving. And then you finally decide to leave, you've decided that's it, absolutely I'm going for the opportunity, and then you resign to your boss or your manager. So I want you to think about this. You've been contemplating that for a number of months possibly. This is going to be news to them, fresh news, and they're likely to be disappointed. So they need time to come to terms with that. The other piece, when you do resign to them, please write a nice letter, thank them for the opportunity and make it authentic. So don't just write a cursory, don't Google how to do a resignation letter, make it real. And pick your timing. So don't resign when your boss is on holidays or anything like that. You know, be considerate about those things. If your contract says 4 weeks, 3 weeks, 2 weeks, whatever that might be, please honour that. And if you're receiving some pressure from your future employer, I personally think it's ill-advised to shorten that period of time. I think it's disrespectful and not respectful to yourself as well after all the work that you've invested in that time that you've been there. Now, here's the best bit of advice I can give you. In the final weeks that you're working there, 3 weeks, 4 weeks, again, 2 weeks, whatever it might be, I want you to work the hardest that you've worked, maybe harder than you've worked in all that time that you've been there, because you've got this last opportunity to leave on the absolute highest note and as positive as possible. And you want people to be saying, what an amazing handover, what a great exit you did. So do make sure that you honour yourself by working as hard as possibly in that final time period that you're there. Know that the market is small. You don't want to burn bridges. You want to have an amazing reference to call upon in the future. So that's my advice. I hope that you like it. I hope it's useful, and thank you so much for your time.